Hello, my name's Steve Ripa, and I'm here today to talk with you about one of the most common challenges we have as authorizers. How do we conduct site visits and performance monitoring in an effective and efficient way? Well, part of the WRCCS, we put together a Quickstart monitoring guide that's super useful. I'll walk you through it. What we do is we break it down into 3 areas. The first area is the essential background information you need. We provide a link to NACSA, the National Association of Charter School Authorizers, that leads you to principles and standards. That's what the state of Wisconsin expects us to use as a starting point, not as an ending point for best practices. That's where we should begin. We provide a focus paragraph for you, helpful pointers, pre-work that you want to do and have your school do before you conduct your site visits, and then additional resources that are helpful for you as an authorizer to know that what's the state statutes, what's required of me, what's required of my schools, the NACSA principles and standards, and then at the end of the year, what's my annual report to the state look like, and how is this process going to really help me be able to get that done and do a great job. The next section is about overview and performance monitoring. It helps us quickly dial in what's the summary of my purpose, what are ideal outcomes. Again, these are derived from the NACSA principles and standards, and it's an expectation from the state that we are focused on these. They're great. Take a look at them. It'll dial you in quickly. Now, the last section is about when we actually arrive to the school, what's the process we might want to use and essential questions we might want to ask. We talk about the frequency, how you get started with your site visit, great overview questions that get people in the right mindset, and then we break it into 4 sections that help us focus and get the information we need. Vision and mission, school performance, financial performance, and then governance. The key with this is that in each of these areas, there are specific artifacts that we want to look for and record. And some of these will look like documents, reports that have been generated. Some of it is observations we make. Some of it becomes test and assessment data. It's all should be put together ahead of time in terms of our expectations with our school contract. What we're doing is we're just coming and looking and making those observations and collecting that data. What I think is important to note in order to get the school performance and these different areas, you do need to make sure you're doing site visits where you're walking through and interviewing with students and staff, making your own observations, that you're attending governance board meetings, and really taking a look at how are those conducted and are they meeting all of those areas. We then finish up with how do you wrap up your site visit and how to share your findings, because the most important reason we're doing this is to be able to help the school improve and be able to become the school they want with their ideal mission and vision. If you need help with this, feel free to call or contact the WRCCS through the link that's at the very bottom. I'm Steve Ripa. Thank you for your time and good luck.